You know what I mean? Sure, you lot something. Probably I don't know if my community haven't seen this video yet, so I'm just trying to get it out there, you know what I mean? Just to let you see what's going on in the world, like, you get me? It's mad. This that happened to Turkey is like a big hit on them, like, you understand what I'm doing? So I hope everybody can watch this and see what me I see right now. Hurtful, me I tell you. Alright, let me just get this back on the screen for now. John on. Crazy scene. Trust me.
When daylight came, their world had been transformed into the most horrific landscape. Multiple story buildings flattened. Whole streets destroyed within seconds.
The thing is the building, this construction of the building, the man, you know what I mean? It's like them not spend enough money upon it. Them know that. Them say 30 years ago or something like that, a earthquake rocked the place. Them try to make the place a bit more stronger. Because the way I see them building here come down like domino family. Me I tell you the truth. I just imagine people probably in your bed in their sleep and they even know what happened to you. You just wake up dead. You understand what I say? Look at this, man.
The southern Turkish city of Gaziantep was this earthquake's epicenter. But its shockwaves caused destruction across southern Turkey and neighbouring Syria.
Let's see if we can get it clearer for now. Because this is a madness, man. Right. And the thing we don't understand is why it take them so long, you know what I mean? Why it take the government so long to bring out the to send rescue out to them, you know what I mean? As soon as that happen, them should just mobilize some people and get them out there, man. You know, so let me say, as soon as it happen, I can't understand why it takes so long. You get me, I say, but I say we can get a better quality phone here now still. Yeah, so that's supposed to clear, you know. It's just disappointing, man. Disappointing to see. You know what I mean? Let me see now. Watch it.
Search and rescue teams began the near impossible, locating those trapped under the rubble.
It's just hard,
quickly, relentlessly, the death toll rose from hundreds to thousands to tens of thousands. And then, just 9 hours after the first...
Let's take a look on this family, you know what I mean? Let's take a look and see how the building them just lose them feet, you know what I mean? You know, I'm no chance for escape, nothing like that, man. Have a look on
it. A second shallow quake, measuring 7.5 magnitude.
Okay, now look at that.
Its tremors felt across the Middle East. For the rescuers, it was just what they didn't need.
Around 45 minutes ago, there was an aftershock of, more than 6 points magnitude, and it did cause a certain extra damage, not just only hampering the rescue efforts. Because I did see on my way, this is my second visit here, some of the buildings that were that looked fine before were also damaged. This is the second biggest earthquake in the last century, as also government officials said. I myself have lived it with my family. It was around 4 o'clock. All of a sudden, a quiet night became a chaos.
The epicenter of Monday morning's quake was here in the southern Turkish city of Gaziantep. It lasted around 100 seconds and travelled about 400 kilometers in that time, wreaking havoc across southern Turkey and northern Syria.
That is a powerful.
The second massive shallow quake struck 9 hours later, just 60 kilometers north of the first, in the district of Kahramanmaraş, causing further devastation to an already fragile region.
Look at that, the place shell down, you know, man. Shell down. But look on them little poster where I wall up building. You understand me, David? This is supposed to be more sturdy. You understand what I say? It's supposed to be more solid, man. You get me? If you experience a earthquake before, them kind of pole is supposed to be like steels standing up. You understand what I mean? Well, look, them look flimsy to me still. You get me? We just pray for the people. You know what I mean? I hope them find more people alive. You know that. But China.
No stranger to earthquakes, Turkey is relatively well equipped to deal with the fallout from disasters. But in neighbouring Syria, where there's already a decade-long humanitarian crisis, it's a very different story. Millions of displaced people, already vulnerable from fleeing civil war, were living in the exact region worst hit. But earthquakes don't recognise borders, and responders were faced with the hugely complex job of navigating this human tragedy on multiple levels. The Syrian White Helmets are a group of civilian volunteers better known for their wartime rescue efforts in rebel-held areas.
Where's the army? Where's the army? Where's the army in all this? Where is the army? Where is the army in all this? This is just mind-blowing, like, you know what I mean? Where is the government sending here? Where is that? Where is that? Where is our humanitarian skills now? Where is it? Where is it, man? This is just I can't understand it.
In the north of the country.
Lovely, man.
But with external aid unable to reach Syria, they were the only emergency response team on the ground.
Unable to reach them. Man, you have helicopter, you know what I mean? You have helicopter can be flying in people. You know what I mean? These people need help. They need help, man. You understand what I mean? I say, they need professional help. You have sniffer dogs and all them stuff that we can sniff out people. You know what I mean? And you need to get them people in. From the day that thing happened, man, people supposed to be swarming the whole place. But well done.
Here, one of their many remarkable rescues.
No way, man.
A little girl called Noor pulled from underneath the rubble where she'd been for more than 24 hours.
God bless child, you know.
Thank God you're safe, her rescuer says, as her desperate father stands by, ready to take her into his arms.
Blessings,
الوضع جدا صعب صراحة. هذا الألم الذي نعانيه، يعني نحن نناشد منذ الساعات الأولى من هذا الزلزال لوصول هذه المساعدات. عندما نصل إلى حالة من الحالات وتكون قد فارقت الحياة، خلينا نقول منذ ربع ساعة أو منذ نصف ساعة، والله يعني نلوم نفسنا كثيرا إنه لو إنه كان في جهد أكثر، لو إنه في بين إيدينا معدات أكبر، كنا هيدي الحالة طلعناها.
You know what I mean? We would be different. It's not a lie.
One trauma following another, leaving a population in despair.
The scale of the damage is quite important. It's enormous. This is a region that has been already suffering from a difficult situation with very weak infrastructure and hospitals and so on. We have a situation where people themselves are vulnerable, with 15 million already living in difficult situations here. And beyond that, now comes this earthquake that is compounding the suffering of the people.
Those hospitals that survived the
volunteers working, you know, family. Volunteers, you know what I mean? Volunteers. I don't know, the bigger heads in the countries, them is like, me don't know, man. Where was you when the earthquake struck? You understand me? Prime Minister, where was you? You was not hearing the call of your people, them. You understand me, I say? Where were you, man?
The quake were completely overwhelmed. Northern Syria's medical infrastructure has been crippled by years of heavy airstrikes. Doctors already struggling for resources or equipment, left unable to cope with the severity and the sheer scale of the injuries endured by the survivors.
يعني هلا اولادي ثلاثتهم هون والبنت الصغيره الحمد لله ما فيها شيء طاول. ثلاثه منهم شقوق في الراس والوجه، وعندي زوجتي كمان شقوق في الراس في الوجه. الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلنا لهون. تمت الاسعافات الاوليه والحمد لله رب العالمين على قضاء الله.
It was 4-story building. No one made it out after they had a 3-story.
With hospitals full, doctors have to make life or death decisions at the door.
The earthquake, we started to receive many cases, hundreds of casualties. So far the number is about 100. The martyrs is about 30. We know and we have information that hundreds of patients are still under the debris. The situation is too bad. We need urgent help.
Plead for help, man. Plead for help.
Amid the chaos, often came the call for silence as rescue teams listen intently for voices. Hoping for the tiniest of sounds from underneath the rubble. An excruciating and often never-ending wait.
Man. The thing is, they haven't got the materials.
The rescue and aid response was more coordinated in the urban areas of southern Turkey. But in remote, mountainous villages and rural border towns, they're still waiting for outside help. As my team and I travelled into the disaster zone, we soon came across Ahmet Yilmaz at one of the only functioning airports.
As a humanity,
having flown here from his home in South Wales, he was desperately trying to reach the mountain village he grew up in.
That's the house.
That's the house?
Yeah.
I mean, it's completely...
He showed me photos.
He flying from South Wales, yeah, to get to where this thing happened. So, what about the help from the governments of the world? You understand me? I say America, England. You understand me? I say even Turkey itself. When them there? Why? Why? Something never done earlier. You understand me? I say this is what we want to know. Why? What was the issue? You know?
Those of his brother Ali's house. He tells me Ali is dead and his wife is seriously injured. Two of their children, his nieces, are missing.
Wow.
We decide to travel with Ahmet, or at least get as close as we could to his village. On our way, he got a call from his niece to say that nobody was coming to help them.
Wow. Because they live way out in the mountains, innit?
As we climbed up into the mountains, it was easy to see why help might be hampered. These remote communities
man drive through there. The man drive through the road, blessed. That means why help can't get there. The man drive through. You not drive through? You drive through. So what about other people? They can drive through as well. Come on, man. Don't try to fool people out, man. Don't make excuses. Please, look. People are suffering.
Ahmet, reunited with his sister Fatah, faced with the unimaginable task of looking for his missing nieces.
I never seen this happen before my life. Never. And also, there is brothers and daughters.
So your two nieces are still
missing. They're missing.
Wait. There's something I just realized, family. The reporter, right? This is a reporter from England, you know, UK. You can see Sky News. There's a reporter there. How you get there? How you get there and nobody else couldn't come through? You like news. You understand me? I say, you fly them out there quick, fast as they happen. So what about the help and the aid for the people them? This is more important, man. You need to have people on ground, you know what I mean? On ground, because people are suffocating to death underneath that place, man. Wow.
Yes.
And has there been any other help from outside?
No, nobody has any outside.
But there's no police here, there's no military here, there's
From
no
the
help?
government, nothing. Nobody helps. You see how many days the earthquake happens? 3 days or 4 days, nobody comes.
But you hear me I say 3-4 days? What? No way, man. There's no way. That is ridiculous, really. You know what I mean?
From the council, even government, even police or army, nothing.
That is bad, man. Some people should go to jail for this, man. I'm telling you now, man. People should get locked up for this. Even though the act of God. Come on, man. Take your finger out
Turkey's far
you know what I mean? And get out there.
Was one of the worst hit areas of this devastating earthquake.
Look at that, man.
Its location on the Syrian border means it's become home to hundreds of thousands of Syrian refugees fleeing war. It was a place struggling to cope before the ground beneath it shook.
Wow. Look.
With no signs of professional help, people used whatever tools they could get their hands on, picking through the debris, desperately trying to save those trapped inside.
Look, a little lady.
We have no electricity, we have no any additional machines to supply our machines. We have no support yet from the government. We have
now 40 hours, no one comes to touch this.
Listen.
Nobody
are here to touch this. Understand? From the 40 hours. I am the one waiting here for 40 hours. No one came and arrive here to touch.
Now we are dying here,
no
dying, okay, just dying.
This boy was pulled out.
Jano.
Rescuers took him from his mother's arms to resuscitate him.
Family, I'm not going to put that up there as a
message. They tried and tried,
disturbing. You understand? But it's very disturbing to watch that part there. You understand me? So,
but there are glimmers of hope really amid the bleakness.
Right
this baby was carried out from a crushed building, alive, followed by its mother. She's weak and traumatized, but she and her baby are both alive. Together they survived more than 24 hours after their home collapsed around them.
Wow.
There are questions over how prepared they were here.
Listen, man, if them have people day upon day one, them get more people out of that place. You hear me, I tell you? From day one, 40 hours later, 40 hours, nobody know that they are now in 40 hours. You get me? And they pulling out young baby from out. Young baby come out with their mother. So that, imagine how much more people underneath that rubble, alive and well. Not well, you know what I mean, but can be come out and go get them medications and them something, get fixed up, get seen by a doctor. You understand me, David? These people, they still the people alive until they after 40 hours. And the day when it happened, the day one, everybody should be motivated enough to help out each other, man. You understand me? I say, what is the reason? What is the reason? There can't be a good enough reason. You can't tell me nothing, man. You like got so much. You got so, man, look, man. You can't, helicopter. You know, the helicopter, they can pick up a goddamn tractor and bring her one place. You can't tell people nothing. You got everything there. But you like choose not to go. It's not right, man.
For a natural disaster long predicted to happen. But these rescuers just focused on the job in front of them, and every person they helped down to safety spurred them on. As time passes, there's less and less likelihood of finding people alive.
It's true. But look.
The cruel winter weather only shortens the window of hope.
Cool, man.
The snow hampers aid reaching more rural areas. And the sub-zero temperatures are...
Day one. What do you think happened? Day one. No snow never there fall, blessed. You get what me I say? Don't blame the snow, please. I beg you now. Don't blame the snow. Don't not blame the snow, blessed. You can't get people through because of what? From day one, things supposed to motivate and I get out there, man. You get me? I know we can do it. You know what I mean? I know we can do it. But why not? People are fighting.
No wonder that warm clothes are fought over.
Hiçbir şey. Bakın pijamayla çıktım, pijamayla çıktım.
Well, I've been to many earthquakes in Nepal and Haiti, but these are mainly poor countries where you don't expect a proper response. But this is Turkey, a relatively rich country, but it is just the scale of the tragedy here that has overwhelmed the authorities. And as for over the border,
it overwhelmed the authority. Where them there? Where are they to show the where them there? They're not there. They're not on spot, man. Listen what we are saying. Listen to what you're saying before you talk. Where them there? It overwhelm who? Is the community that me see I dig up and I try and I find people. There's no official there. You know what I mean? There's none. No government official, no army, no police. Nothing like that. So them there. So bad, man.
In Syria, well, the question there is really, does the government even care about the people in those northern areas that it doesn't control?
So bad. Ridiculous, man.
In many areas of Syria, they are still trying to scrape away at the piles of rubble, looking for survivors. It is no easy task in a place already devastated by more than a decade of war. But moments like this one make it all worthwhile.
Look at that.
A newborn baby, still tied by umbilical cord to her dead mother, was saved. She is a miracle orphan.
Wow.
Her skin raw from the cold and bruised from the crush. She is recovering in an incubator in hospital. Her tragedy is the story of countless other children in a disaster which continues to get worse.
Madness.
About 70% of the
world.
patients that we're receiving are children. This is horrific. You can imagine that our healthcare infrastructure here is already collapsed after the 12 years of war. There's severe funding cuts. We were already struggling before this crisis hit us. Right now, our hospitals are not coping. Our doctors are totally overwhelmed. We've been working flat out without sleep since the earthquake hit. I mean, it's just disastrous.
Well done, brother. Well done. You know what I mean? Well done, man.
The search in Syria will keep going, but the devastation that sweeps as far as the eye can see is a constant reminder of how much the teams on the ground have left to do. Back over the border in the Turkish city of Kahramanmaraş, a man has been rescued after being trapped for 48 hours, but he's not relieved, he's distraught.
Yamakta mı haksızım? Yani ne bileyim bilmiyorum ki.
I'm with a family girl in it. It's a shame.
Gördük ama çocuklar içeride. Çocuklarım içeride.
My children are in the building. You know what I mean? They'll never make it out there.
Orada bir sürü yaşayan insan vardı. Seslerini değil ama taşlarla birbirimize haber veriyorduk. Duvarlara vurarak ses yapıyorduk. Ama hiçbir çalmıyor. Yani orada yaşayan insanlar bu zamana kadar bekler.
Nobody will be alive. After them time, for real.
The rescue operation is improving every day, but it's too late for so many who survived the earthquake itself, but not the hours and the days afterwards. President Erdogan made a plea for international help soon after, and it has started to arrive. Qatar, a close ally of Turkey's, is one of the 45 countries.
Can we see what's going on here? How much days after this we're talking about? How much days after this? How much days after this we're talking about? Merely a week before them actually get themselves in order. These things should be done long time ago. You understand what I say? These things should have been done a long time ago. But who is me, they must have talk.
That has sent aid and manpower. Britain is another.
Red One are going to move out first. Give us a couple of minutes head start. We'll get clear. We'll go straight to our sector and work from there. Keep communications. Keep together as a team.
A team of 77 firefighters have got to work in Hatay. They've brought specialist equipment, sniffer dogs and hope.
There's always hope, and there's lots of evidence to suggest people in the right conditions survive quite.
My general, how long it take? How long? It's still a glimmer of hope. How long does it take? You understand me? How long does it take for people to come to people's aid like this? How long does it take for you to come to people's aid like this, man? This has been catastrophic. You got news readers over there immediately, but what about who know? You understand what I say? What about you lot? This is mind blowing what's going on here. You know?
So yeah, that's what we're here for.
The British search and rescue team have seismic listening devices and concrete breaking equipment. So if there are people still alive in some of the voids inside the wreckage, they stand a chance of reaching them.
Got lots of information.
Right, I want to say.
The type of collapse, the type of survivable voids, the likelihood of people in there. We've had an indication from the dog. Mate, all we're going to do is recording all of that information now and then deciding whether to send a team here. The issue with this one is it is quite dangerous and it's going to take a long time to dig in and find out. There's no clear, precise indications.
I'm not
There's
even
someone alive in there
that.
at the moment.
So
that's still what we're searching for. So we still
as far as I know, these things should have been done
I've
from
been
day
in the
one.
Turkish city of Nurdar, where workers are making frantic rescue attempts. The girl is calling urgently for their help. I've heard my sister crying in the rubble, she says. Please be quick, please. Her grandfather is being ushered away from a scene he can't bear to leave. Is she dead, he says.
From I don't even realize, you know me? You see my heart, yeah? When you come out of these things, man, I'm a humanitarian.
With the ambulance on its way, the search team listen for signs of life. We are here since yesterday night, he tells me. We will find her. We will find her. And with that, the sister of the missing girl passes out.
Look at that. Too much pressure. The pressure get to her head. Get me too much pressure. It's stressing. I mean, all over one become all over
3 days on, and it is the frantic nature of the search now, and the humanity of it all. People willing the rescuers to succeed here, but often it's desperate hope followed by the depths of grief.
They didn't hear another voice, but that doesn't stop them waiting. As we left, hope was fading here. The girl who fainted was back. She will not give up. An hour away from Nurdar, in Gaziantep, I get the opportunity to speak to one of the heroic rescue workers. Seymar has been helping find people since the quake hit.
It's so hard for me because I'm from Gaziantep and my family and my friends are living in them. in here, and searching and finding someone. It's so hard for me because emotionally or physically the conditions are so difficult, especially the weather is too cold. It's really so hard. I'm social worker. Sometimes I'm crying, sometimes I'm laughing, and I try to feel my better, and I try to see the people.
Comment.
Yes, this is just a number because if they feel the empathy, I can't work here. I'm not okay, but I have to be okay.
Ja.
In the coming months and years, the towns and cities of this region will be rebuilt. In many cases, they may well be improved to better withstand future earthquakes. As for the people, well, they will not recover so easily. Their lives torn apart by the scale of the loss here will for many
really hard for me,
be defined by this tragedy.
Really, really hard for me still. So, I'm going to leave it there, guys. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe so we can come and give you more content like this. Well, hopefully not like this, but you know what I mean? I'll let you know what's going on in the world out there. You know, so like and subscribe. Dr. Cookie, Real Chatterbox. I'm going to try eat 2 cookie now. Don't forget the milk. We out again one more time. So we see it. Out.